What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in them comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want to follow me when I'm not on YouTube, do me a favor. Get down in that description box, click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link, and give me a follow on Instagram, and then send me a DM to let me know you're rocking with me so that I can say thank you. I'm trying to get the new Instagram page where the old Instagram page left off, right? Richard Fain 28, 90,000 followers. Page was shut down, had to discontinue that page, created a new page. And right now we got about 5,000 followers. So we got a lot of folks out of that 90,000 from the old Instagram page to get over to the new Instagram page. So do me a favor, guys, big favor. Get down in the description box, click on that Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link, and give me a follow. Let's get the new Instagram page where it should be. And I guarantee you, if you do that, I'm gonna be putting more content over there, more lifestyle content, because I know a lot of you want to know what I'm up to when I'm not on YouTube. So I'll be more than happy to provide more of my lifestyle on the Instagram page, but I need to get some more people over there following me so it makes sense, right? Time is valuable to me. And my time, I always dedicate my time to where obviously I can create the most financial bang for myself and for my family. So do me that big favor. I certainly would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Second thing I want to talk to you guys about is my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Go check out the new website. A couple 100,000 of you guys have already done that. And I just want to say thank you. What a blessing that I have such great folks that follow me here on the YouTube channel, and you guys have done such a fantastic job of getting over to the new website. Like I said, over 200,000 of you guys, and you're talking about a couple months. I think we rolled out the website April 15th, something like that. So a little over 2 months. Over 200,000 of you guys have already visited the website. A bunch of you guys have decided to make an investment in yourself and purchase some financial digital products, right? Which are amazing. I handpicked all of those digital products. So rest assured, my hand is all over that, right? Myself and my daughters created that website. Nobody else. It's all in the family, right? And those digital products were handpicked by me. We're working on some more stuff that we'll be adding to the website here very shortly. But I wanted to roll it out really skinny down, not a whole bunch of going on other than the digital products. But we'll be enhancing it, rolling out some more things to help you get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So do me that favor, like I said, get over to the website, www.richardfain.net, and check it out. And check out those digital products. While you're over there, certainly consider joining the private mentorship club. Right now, we got about almost 700 people. Right now, almost 700 people in the private mentorship club. And we've been talking about it here on the YouTube channel for a couple of months now. So it goes to show you that people are looking for community, right? People are looking for a financial community that they can wrap themselves around and understand the direction that they're going. And that's what we provide. We provide a financial community, right? Where people over there are encouraging People are not trying to be experts because y'all know I'm not an expert. So why would I have somebody that's an expert in something that I created when I'm not even an expert? It's about community. It's about us helping each other get to our pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and then allowing for everybody in that community to have a voice and not be afraid to say, hey, I'm brand new here. I don't have a lot of financial literacy, but I certainly would like to learn. I certainly would like to do something to help get myself to my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's a safe space for people to be able to share that. Unfortunately, out here in this real world, no one cares. In there, we care. Out here, don't nobody care, right? It's all about them. It's all about what they're trying to get done. But in here, we care because we know the more people we can help get what they want, we ultimately get what we want. So consider joining the private mentorship club through the website if you don't mind. I really would appreciate it. Also, last thing, and then we're going to dive into these meat and potatoes, these 7 reasons why the Nvidia stock is worth putting on your short list before it's too late. And we'll talk about that. But the last thing is the Moomoo brokerage app. Go down to the description box, click on that first link. You're going to see an offer from the good folks at Moomoo, which is a self-directed brokerage app that I use as my primary brokerage app when I do my dollar cost averaging into my favorite paper assets, right? That Moomoo brokerage app is my primary brokerage account. Now, the good folks over at Moomoo are going to give you guys a pretty sweet offer. You put $100 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free publicly traded stocks. 5 free. But you qualify by putting your $100 in your brokerage account because that tells them you're serious about wanting to buy paper assets. The other offer is if you put $1,000 in your Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks, right? The qualifier there is putting $1,000 in your brokerage account and you're serious and ready to start building some wealth. So get down to the description box if that's an offer you want to take advantage of. Also, if you want to use the same self-directed brokerage app that I use, the guy that you're rocking with on YouTube, you want to use the same one that I use. And here's the thing, guys, you can be a beginner all the way up to a really advanced investor, and you can use the Moomoo brokerage app, right? You can use the Moomoo brokerage app even if you're a beginner or if you're very advanced, right? They got features in there for everybody. 2 of the really nice features that I like is the fractional share trading, the capability to be able to go in and buy a fractional share of Nvidia. If I don't have the full $126 a share for a whole share, I can buy a fractional of a share with as little as $5. So that's a great feature. The next incredible feature is what they call DRIP, right? Dividend Reinvestment Program. That's where you get paid a dividend from the stock or the ETF, and you can reinvest that automatically back into buying more shares, which continues to compound and build your wealth. Those are 2 incredible features that the Moomoo brokerage app offers that I take advantage of and many others do. So get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link, go get that free stock, go get that free money. And if you need help using the Moomoo brokerage app, you want to learn how to use it, all you got to do is send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Send me an email and say, Richard, I opened the Moomoo brokerage account. I funded it. Could you please send me the tutorial videos to help me understand how to use it? And I'll send you that. And also, if you want me to, I can send you 2 videos outlining all the investments that I'm buying using the Moomoo brokerage app, right? In an effort to do what? Quadruple my net worth over the next 4 years. All of that information I'll send you for free, guys. All you got to do, email me, www.richardfain.net. Email me through the website and let me know you've opened a Moomoo account, and I'll send you that information. Well, guys, let's dive on into this good news. The good news is Nvidia is back. We are back. The Nvidia Nation is back. Everybody who's invested in Nvidia, listen guys, we have clear skies. The rocket ship is ready to take off. We've been given the green light. We're getting ready to start the boosters, the booster engines to take us out of this atmosphere into outer space. We get ready to go. So here's the thing though, we still got a couple of more seats on the rocket ship. We still got a couple of more seats on the rocket ship. So if you want to be on that rocket ship, I'm gonna give you 7 reasons why you need to get on the rocket ship. You need to get in your seat and buckle in because this thing is getting ready to go ballistic, in my opinion. Right? I'm not an expert, not a financial advisor, not trying to tell you what to do, just giving you my opinion. That's what I do on this YouTube channel. I share my opinion. So let's jump on into this thing because I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to miss anything. I want you guys to understand that this opportunity is a once in a lifetime opportunity in my opinion. Again, all of us are entitled to an opinion. I'm giving you mine. I think it's one of the greatest opportunities to be able to build wealth over these next 3 to 5 years than any other time period in American history. Because what's happening with artificial intelligence right now, guys, this thing is getting ready to explode. And the company that's in the front of that explosion is Nvidia, right? That's my opinion. But here are 7 reasons Nvidia is poised to soar 67% as the rally continues for the next 2 years, right? I keep telling y'all 3 to 5 years, man, this thing is gonna go ballistic and I'm gonna be on the rocket ship. The question is, what rocket ship are you on? Or are you even on a rocket ship? Or are you just on Earth looking at the rocket ship? You know how people go to Cape Canaveral here in Florida and to NASA? And when NASA's getting ready to launch one of them rocket ships, you got all them people out there with the cameras and taking pictures, but they're on the ground. They ain't in the rocket ship. See, I'm in the rocket ship. I'm on the rocket ship. Are you gonna be on the rocket ship or are you gonna stay yourself down here on Earth looking at the rocket ship when it take off, taking pictures? I'm gonna be on the rocket ship. Question is, are you? 7 reasons Nvidia is poised to soar 67% as its rally continues for the next 2 years, according to a Wall Street research firm. That's the question you got to ask yourself today, guys. What rocket ship are you on to get to your financial freedom? Are you on a rocket ship? Are you on the right financial trajectory? Do you have the right financial investments to take you where you need to go? Guys, if you don't, you need to pay attention. If you do not have a way to increase your net worth, if you think just working gonna do it, that's not gonna do it. That is not gonna do it. That's a trick. You know, being in this rat race and on this hamster wheel, that's a trick of the 1%. See, the 1% on the rocket ship. Yep. They've used plenty of rocket ships to get them to their wealth. But they don't want us to use any of these rocket ships. They want us to just work. They want us to stay on the ground and watch them in the rocket ship and wave at them and take pictures of them. That's what they want us on the ground with no access to rocket ships, while they are the only ones that have access to rocket ships. But I'm here to tell you today, guys, you can stop all of that. You just got to make a decision. Here we go. Here we go. Let's dive on into this thing. Nvidia stock will surge to $200 a share over the next 12 months. Let's just stop right there. Let's just stop right there, guys. And again, this is not a guarantee. This is not a guarantee. This is a prediction. This is what people do, guys. They predict things, and the good ones typically are right. But this is just a prediction. This is not a guarantee of anything for anybody. It's a prediction. But it's a prediction I believe in, right? We all get to believe in whatever we want to believe in, right? You get to believe in what you want to believe in. I get to believe in what I want to believe in. That's the great thing about America. We get to believe in whatever we want to believe in. I choose to believe in getting to my wealth. And this is one of the vehicles or one of the rocket ships I plan to use to get there. Here we go. Nvidia stock will surge $200 per share, surge to $200 per share over the next 12 months. What is it at right now? 126? I haven't looked at it, but let's say it's 126. Do you know how much wealth you will accumulate from $126 a share to $200 a share? Do you have any idea the wealth you can accumulate today? Do you have any idea, guys? Do the math on this thing. I've done the math. I have 4,800 shares of Nvidia stock. My average cost on those 4,800 shares, my average cost is around $115 a share. That's my average cost. Think about when this stock goes to $200 a share. That's an $85 per share gain on 4,800 shares. Do the math. Because see, this channel is about me telling you what I'm doing. Hopefully you will take my cue and do something. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take 4,800 shares times $200 a share. That's $960,000 minus my investment. That gives me a profit of $460,000 within the year if this prediction comes true. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop buying Nvidia. I'm going to continue buying. So I'm going to have way more than 4,800 shares when it gets to $200 a share. By that time, I'll have about 7,500 shares. Of course, my average cost per share will be a little bit higher, but I'm buying right now while it's at 126. And then if it dips, let's say it dips, let's say it corrects itself again in a couple of months and it dips, I'll just buy the dip. But right now I'm concentrating on buying it at the 126 so that by the time it gets to 200, I'm gonna have about 7,500 shares. You do the math. And again, guys, this is not trying to brag. I'm just telling you how I'm getting to my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I'm taking this rocket ship. So I call it a rocket ship for a reason. Because see, rocket ships are pretty fast. They're powerful and they're fast. They get places. They go from one distance to another distance somewhere else pretty fast. That's what I'm looking for. Not get rich quick. Not get rich quick. By no stretch of the imagination. It's not get rich quick. It's just being able to identify a rocket ship. And we know rocket ships move pretty fast. So let's keep moving. This notion of $200 a share. So Constellation founder Ray Wang told CNBC on Monday that he believes Nvidia has 7 moats. You guys know what a moat is, right? You've ever heard of, like, you know, castles that have a moat around the castle? That means it's like the castle's in the middle, then you got this water around so people can't, or enemies can't just get in. That's what a moat is. So he's saying Nvidia has 7 of these moats around it to protect itself from any competition. Let's go through them because I think it's important, right? I wouldn't be doing this right now if I didn't think it was important. So on Monday, Ray Wang of Constellation R right, on Monday, told CNBC on Monday that he believes Nvidia has 7 moats that will help it maintain its dominant position in the market for GPUs, right, that are fueling the AI boom. Nvidia is the foundational stock in the age of AI. CEO Jensen Huang intends to achieve vertically integrated domination from silicon to software through partnerships and direct routes to market. Unlike the PC age, where Microsoft, Intel, and Cisco served as I don't even know that word, foundational players, this new era will have new players all tied back to Nvidia, Wong told Business Insider via email on Monday. See, back when the PC first came out, you had the big boys in there like Microsoft, Intel, and Cisco. Now, of course, Microsoft lasted, right? It's the most valuable company in the world right now. So Microsoft did it right. That's what Nvidia is trying to do. They're going to be the most valuable company in the world. They're going to do it the way Microsoft did it, right? But Microsoft to the PC, right? This is much different what we're talking about today when we're talking about this artificial intelligence. So the new era will have new players all tied back to Nvidia, Wong told Business Insider. So let's keep moving. Here are the 7 things. Here are the 7 things that he feels will insulate Nvidia from its competition. Number 1, visionary, founder, lead CEO. And we know who that is, right? That's Jensen Huang. It's visionary lead CEO, right? And that's very, very important, as you've seen in the Valley, talking about Silicon Valley. Those are the ones that have led, like Larry Ellison of Oracle, one of the top 10 richest men in the world, Larry Ellison from Oracle, right? Scott McNeely's, and then Mark Zuckerberg. Again, top 10 richest guy in the world, Mark Zuckerberg. Number 2, so first thing you need is a what? A visionary CEO, and we believe Nvidia has that in Jensen Huang, right? Here we go. Number 2, high barrier to entry. That's another moat that protects Nvidia. Number 1 is they got a visionary CEO. Number 2 is the high barrier to entry. There's a few competitors that can come into this chip market, and it takes a long time to get a chip to market. I've been telling you guys that for weeks when we talk about Nvidia and its market share, because a lot of people believe competition at some point will catch up to them. And I'm not disagreeing with that. Where I disagree is when the competition will catch up to them. There's no way the competition catches up to them in 3 to 5 years. That's where all my wealth is going to be built in the next 3 to 5 years. 10 years from now, will competition catch up to them? Probably, but not in 3 to 5 years. And here's why. Barrier to entry. Very, very high barrier to entry, guys. You can't just roll out of the bed one morning and think I'm going to be a GPU chip maker. You won't. You can't. Why? Because you got to have billions and 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 billions of dollars, right? And most companies don't have that, especially if it's not their core competency. Because the first thing people want to say is, Microsoft's going to do it. Amazon going to do it. That's not their core competency, guys. You can't just change your core competency. You can't be an online retailer one day for the last 5 decades or the last 4 decades, and then all of a sudden now I'm a chip maker. No, don't work that way. It don't work that way. So number 2, high barrier to entry. There's few competitors that can come into this chip market, and it's a long time to get a chip to market. And if you can do that, and if you succeed, and then if you can actually get the right chip, That's a very hard thing to do. That's barrier to entry. That's where Nvidia is really, really, really good. They figured it out. They got the secret sauce. Nobody else has the secret sauce. Nobody. Go do the homework. I don't care who you name. You can name Intel, you can name AMD, you can name SMCI, you can name Broadcom. None of them are close to Nvidia. That don't mean you can't make money in those stocks. But when you're talking about the company itself and where they are in market share, they know where to be found. That doesn't mean you can't make money in those other companies. You can. This is not about you can't make money in those other companies. What this is about is who has the biggest and the fastest rocket ship. That's Nvidia. These other guys got little rocket ships. Broadcom is the closest. They're about 900 billion market cap. Nvidia is 3 times their size. When you stack them up over the last 4 quarters of earnings, Nvidia kills them. Any company you want to put up against Nvidia, they kill them. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Not that you can't make money in another stock, you can. But when you're talking about rocket ships, and the one that's got the biggest and the best and the fastest rocket ship, it's Nvidia, man. So number 2, high barrier to entry. Number 1, gotta have a visionary founder, lead CEO, which they do. High barrier to entry, there's a very, 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 very high bar to entry. You gotta have billions and billions and billions. I was a couple days ago, I did a piece where we were talking about Intel and we was talking about AMD. And we were talking about Nvidia, and we were talking about the money that they were spending in R&D, right? We were talking about the money that we were spending in R&D. And it was like AMD over the last 90 days spent like 1.5 billion in R&D. Intel spent 4 billion. And the article was saying, Intel is, I mean, you can't keep that up and not run yourself into bankruptcy. You can't keep spending $4 billion a quarter and you ain't nowhere even close to catching these guys. Intel can't sustain that, nor can AMD, not on a quarterly basis. So my point is these guys are way behind. Again, doesn't mean you can't make money in the stock, but when you're talking about who is the top dog, it ain't even close. Just go out and do your homework, guys. Go do your homework. They're not even close. Go pull the last 4 quarters of earnings reports for all of these companies y'all mentioning. And I promise you, if you put them up next to Nvidia, they won't even be in the same ballpark. Won't even be close. Go pull them up, because I did. Number 3 barrier, or number 3 reason you should be considering Nvidia. Number 3 reason, high switching costs. Let's read through this. Once you're in, you're locked in because of the CUDA software and all the access to the chips, the software and the entire stack. This is where they get them right here, guys. You're going to be locked in for quite some time, and they've got quite a lead in terms of doing that. See, what they're talking about here is, guys, since Nvidia has the #1 chip GPUs on the market, they're #1 by far. They're more superior. That's why people pay premium price for them. Trust me, Meta is not paying a premium price because they like Nvidia. They're paying a premium price for the GPUs because they're the best. Nobody is close to that. That's why your competition is so far behind. No one's close to their GPUs. Now, here's the thing, though. That's the hardware side. Guess what Nvidia has done, though? Now they've created the software that you need to use if you want to learn how to operate the new GPUs that are coming out. That's where the stack comes in. Not only did they get you with the hardware, but now they've added software that you need to buy too in order to learn how to use their superior GPUs. Nobody else is doing that, guys. Everybody else is just trying to create the hardware. They don't have no software to go with it yet. These guys do through CUDA. Go do your research, go do your homework. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I may not know what I'm talking about, so go do your own research. I may just be up here lying, right? Okay, but go check it out. That's the differentiator. See, they got the full stack, software, hardware. Nobody else has that. Everybody else is trying to just develop the hardware. These guys are past that. That's why I told y'all the next 3 to 5 years, these guys cannot catch them, guys. They cannot. The switching costs. So that's the third insulation or moat Nvidia has built around its company. They got the full stack. Nobody else got the full stack. Not at the level Nvidia has it, right? They got the full stack. Number 4, moat that Nvidia has built around their castle. Dominant market share. Nvidia has had dominant market share. And I think that makes a big difference because they've been in this market for quite some time and the competitors are behind 24 months. I told y'all in the next 3 to 5 years, they can't catch them, man. The only thing stops Nvidia from being a $10 trillion company, the only thing will stop them is if the artificial intelligence industry fizzles. It's the only thing that stops them. That's it. And I don't see that happening because you can't stop progress. You couldn't stop the cell phone. You couldn't stop the internet. People wanted to stop the cell phone. People wanted to stop the internet. People wanted to stop electric cars. People want to stop a lot of stuff, but guess what? You can't stop progress. You might be able to stall it for a little bit, but you can't completely stop it. Couldn't stop the cell phone. Couldn't stop electric vehicles. Couldn't stop the internet. Come on, guys. You can't stop this. So that's the second thing, market share. They're 24 months behind them. What do you... Listen, and they control 80% of the market share. Fifth moat that protects the castle, the Nvidia castle, strong product roadmap. We're only seeing 1/10, maybe 1/100th of the product roadmap that Nvidia has out there. Y'all do know they got the annual meeting today. It started today, June 26th. Ooh, man, I wish I was a big enough shareholder to be in that meeting. But only big boys in there. Only big boy shareholders is in that meeting. Boy, I wish I was one of them shareholders. Woo, I'm a little shareholder, but I'm still gonna get rich. I'm a little shareholder, but I'm still gonna get rich. Here we go. We're only seeing 1/10, maybe 1/100th of the product roadmap that Nvidia has out there. And that's really exciting for those who actually have some insight into what they have next. Because it's more than just chips, and it's more than just what's happening in software. That ability to go from silicon all the way to the inside, that's where we're going to see a lot of innovation. You guys know they're getting ready to roll out this stack for autonomous driving. I keep telling y'all, you can't stop the progress. We can talk about it and get mad about it, but you can't stop it. Gonna have autonomous driving at some point. These guys are leading that artificial intelligence stack for autonomous driving, right? Strong product roadmap is the fifth moat, protecting the castle. The number 6 moat, protecting the Nvidia castle and kingdom, GPU is the default standard in AI. The ecosystem has made the GPU a default standard. It's the standard everyone's looking to for AI, from inference to testing. So the GPU, graphics processing unit, it's the number one thing you got to have if you want AI. right? And guess who the #1 chip maker in the world is? You guessed it, Nvidia. They own 80% of the market share, by the way. $3 trillion market cap. No other semi is at 3 trillion market cap. No other semi. No other semiconductor manufacturer. No other chip manufacturer. I'm talking about full chip manufacturer is got a $3 trillion market cap. Nobody but Nvidia. All the rest of them, they ain't even 1 trillion. AMD, Intel, Broadcom, none of them ain't even 1 trillion yet. So how in the world are they gonna compete with these guys? Not saying you can't make money on the stock, guys. I'm just telling you, they ain't in the same class. So for me, I like the top dog. I don't want no little dog. I like the top dog, right? So let's keep moving. Number seven moat that protects the Nvidia castle from competitors, enemies. Number 7, the numbers don't lie. I keep telling y'all it goes. See, I'm a numbers guy. So I'm an old banker, 25 years in banking. I spent a lot of time analyzing numbers. See, numbers, financial statements, balance sheets will tell you a lot about a company and it'll tell you a lot about an individual. I can look at an individual or a company's financial statements and tell you exactly who that company is. I don't even have to meet them. I can just look at the financial statements. That's how I've been trained over the last 25 years as a commercial banker, to look at the numbers. See, that's what banks look at. Because anybody can walk in there and be charismatic and sell you a pipe dream, but got no substance behind it. See, a lot of people can do that. They can walk into a bank, they can walk into a boardroom, they can walk into an auditorium with 10,000 people and be articulate and elegant and powerful, but ain't got no substance behind them. Got to look at the numbers, right? And that's where Nvidia gets them all when you look at the numbers. I keep telling y'all, go look at the numbers on this company, man. Go look at the numbers. We're seeing some amazing growth here that actually matches the PE ratio. And that's what everyone is looking at. They're trying to figure out how this is going to continue. But gross margins are 78%. Oh, Lord. Gross margins are 78%, right? 262% growth compared to a year ago. This is going to continue for at least the next 18 to 24 months. I'm going to get so rich in the next 18 to 24 months, because as soon as that stock runs up to 200, that's a double for me. See, that doubles my investment. That's pretty good for me. Now, it's gonna go higher, but man, that's a pretty decent return. So here's the thing. Wong said the current 14% decline in the stock since it peaked at 140 per share last week represents another. This is what I want y'all to understand. Wong said the current 14% decline in the stock since it peaked at $140 a share last week represents yet another buying opportunity for investors. 126 today. You got to understand, guys, this thing already hit 140. It's going back. It was rejected, but it's coming back. This is an opportunity for somebody to pick up a discount right now. We're still in discount territory. You got to understand, guys, we've already hit 140. Anything less than 140 is discount territory. It's discount territory. You're still in discount territory right here, guys. You're still in discount territory. The pullback is coming at a macro level. The pullback is coming at a macro, not micro, macro level. The larger level, not the smaller level, which is micro, but the macro, M-A-C-R-O, larger. Micro, M-I-R-C-O, is small. Macro, M-A-C-R-O, is larger level. He's trying to tell y'all something, trying to teach you something here. Listen up. This gentleman is trying to teach you something. He's teaching me something. The pullback is at a macro level. People are worried about the consumer side. People worried about where the economy is going to head. And they're doing some profit taking before the summer. So I think it's a good time to buy the dip. See, this is why I like researching, guys. Because I got folks out here that are a lot smarter than me, and it makes sense. When I just thought about that, I'm thinking, this guy's exactly right. This is what people are doing. It's at the macro level. And at the macro level, it ain't about the company. At the macro level, it's about the economy, the election. It's about people thinking about inflation. It's people thinking about interest rates. It's people saying, you know, I'd already hit me a nice little lick in this. Let me take my profits. It ain't about the company at the macro level, guys. That's MACRO. It's not about the company at the macro level. It's about other things. Why people sell, why people take profits. If it was at the micro level, that would be about the company. Then that's where you get concerned. But at the macro level, you can't. It's not about the company. Nothing has changed with the company. That's what I've been telling y'all. All through the 14% sell-off, I was saying nothing has changed at the micro level, which is the company. The macro level, yes, but not the micro level. And that's backed up by this gentleman here. The pullback is coming at the macro level. People are worried about the consumer side. People worried about where the economy is going. They're doing some profit taking before the summer. So I think it's a good time to buy the dip, Wong said. Wong isn't the only analyst on Wall Street with a $200 price target for Nvidia. Last week, Rosenblatt raised its Nvidia price target to $200 a share on the prospect of the company better monetizing its CUDA software platform. See, I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. More analysts are gonna raise this thing to 200. And when that happens, that's gonna signal to the street that Wall Street is backing this thing. And that's gonna run shares to 200. I'm telling you, you got two analysts now on record saying $200 a share. Just telling you, once you get Morgan Stanley come in, once you get Bank of America come in, once you get Wells to say that, it's over. All you waiting on is one of the big four to say that. You get JP Morgan say 200, you get Wells say 200, you get Bank of America say 200, you get Citi say 200, it's over. It's over. So all I'm telling you is if you're looking for a way to collapse time frames and get to the wealth bucket where the water just flows constantly, if you're looking for a way to get to that end of the rainbow where you can turn on that faucet and it never stops, you better find you better find a rocket ship, man. This may be one to put on the list. You may want to research this thing and check it out. I don't know. That's up to you. It's your money. You do whatever you feel like you got to do. But in my situation, it's a no-brainer. I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to have this part of the rocket ship fleet. Now, it's the biggest rocket ship in the fleet. Let's not get it twisted. It is the biggest rocket ship in the fleet. But I got other rocket ships. I got S&P 500 ETF. That's a rocket ship, albeit a smaller one. I got FTEC, another rocket ship, albeit a smaller one. I got the Magnificent Seven. It ain't the Nvidia rocket ship, but it's a couple notches smaller because I got all big boys in there, all big boys. Matter of fact, 5 of those big boys are customers of Nvidia. 5 of the big boys. So what rocket ships do you have? I've given you these 7 reasons why Nvidia is going to the moon, guys. I've told you we got some room on the rocket ship if you want to get on, but that's up to you. I told you we got room on the rocket ship. Also, what you got to understand is you need a really good brokerage app to be able to make these trades and buy these companies that I just mentioned, these ETFs that I just mentioned. So if you're interested in the one that I use, which is Moomoo, go down to the description box, click on that Moomoo link, open up your new Moomoo account today. You put $100 in your new Moomoo brokerage account. They're going to give you 5 free stocks, publicly traded companies. If you put $1,000 in that new brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks, publicly traded companies. Why are they doing that? They want to incentivize you to use their brokerage account as the docking station for your rocket ships. They want you to use their brokerage account as your docking station for your rocket ships. I use Moomoo for the docking station for my rocket ship investments. They want you to do the same, and they're willing to give you some free stock in order to incentivize you to do that. So if you're interested in that, guys, get down to the description box, click on the Moomoo link, open up your new Moomoo account today. And then once you open the account, send me an email through my website, www.richardfay.net. Second link down in the description box for you guys that want an easier way to get to the website. Just go to the description box. It's the second link behind the Moomoo link. Send me an email and say, hey, Richard, yes, I want to go ahead. I've already signed up for Moomoo. I've already made my deposit. Send me those tutorial videos to show me how to use the Moomoo brokerage app, because I want to go ahead and start buying some big boy blue chip paper assets. And the video could be one of them, or whatever you want to buy. As long as they're big boy blue chip, you'll be fine. But I think if you want a rocket ship, the biggest and baddest rocket ship out here, I believe, and this gentleman, Mr. Wong, believes Nvidia is one of them. And I think over the next 12 months, just like this gentleman just said in the article, once you get the big boys line up, I'm telling you, if you get B of A, Wells, Goldman Sachs, UBS, if you get any of those guys come out and say 200 a share, it's over. It's over at that point. Just telling you, because guess what? If they come out and say 200 a share, guess who else they can tell it's going to go to 200 a share? Their clients. See, anytime you get the big boys come out and give a recommendation like that, that means all of their millions and millions of clients are going to be told that too. And guess what those clients are going to be investing in? That's my opinion, guys. You believe whatever you want to believe. But I'm telling you, once one of the big boys rubber stamp this thing for 200 a share in the next 12 months, I'm telling you. So 7 reasons Nvidia is poised to go to $200 a share, guys. 7 reasons. I've just given them to you. Think about these reasons. Number 1, visionary founder. Check. They have it in Jensen Huang. Jensen Huang. Check. High barrier to entry. Check. There ain't many people who got billions and billions and billions of dollars to spend on R&D and stay in business. Not many, right? Check. High switching costs. Check. It's hard to develop hardware, software stack. Check. Number 4, dominant market share. Yeah, they control 80% of the market share. And this gentleman don't believe nobody can catch them or even come close for 24 months. Number 5, strong product roadmap. This gentleman believes they have not even shown 1/100th of the product roadmap that they have. They will be rolling out some of that today in their annual meeting, though. And I think the stock will jump by the end of the day just based on that annual meeting that they're having today. Because if they roll out any upcoming product that sounds fascinating, the market gonna get excited about it. Number 6, GPU is the default standard in AI. So artificial intelligence, $3 to $4 trillion industry over the next 6 years. The lead product in that industry right now is GPUs. And guess who makes the best GPUs? Yours truly, Nvidia. Number 7, numbers don't lie. 78% gross profit margins. 262% growth compared to a year ago. And this is going to continue for the next 18 to 24 months. So there you go, man. You decide what you want to do. And then last thing, Wong said the current 14% decline in the stock since it peaked at 140 per share last week represents yet another buying opportunity for investors. Guess who bought another 2,000 shares? When was it? Monday? Did I buy Monday? Yeah, I think I bought another 2,000 shares on Monday. Why? Because I believe exactly what it's just. There's 140 a share. They fall all the way back down to at least where I bought them at, 120 a share. That's a $20 per share discount. How could I not pick that up? They've already hit 140, so you know they're going back to 140 at some point. They've already did it. That was just an easy layup. Easy layup. Easy layup. So all I'm telling you guys is take that in consideration. And again, no, Wong is not the only analyst who's given it a $200 per share mark. Rosenblatt already did it last week. And I've already told you, if one or two of the big boys jump on this thing and say 200 a share, it's over. It's over. It's over. So here we go. What's going on? What's going on in the market today? Let's talk about that real quick. And then we're going to button this thing up and get out of here, right? Trying to keep these things to an hour long. We'll button it up in a minute, but let's get through this. Stocks open Wednesday. Stocks open lower Wednesday as investors assess market's second half prospects. So we're through the first 6 months. So now investors are saying, okay, we had a great 6 months. The S&P 15%, right? Great. Nvidia over 150%. Great. You know, Magnificent Seven over 35%. Great. FTEC over 25%. Great. Just all my investments killed it. Every one of them. Every one of my investments in Blueprint 1.0 and Blueprint 2.0 killed it. The first 6 months of the year, killed it. Made a lot of money, made a lot of net worth jump. Right? So stocks traded lower Wednesday as investors evaluate their holdings following a booming first half of the year led by AI plays. The S&P 500 was on track for its fourth losing day in the last 5 as it closes out this week a 6-month gain of 15%. For those of you guys who like numbers, here's what I would ask you to do. Go out on calculator.net and pull up a financial calculator and then pull up a future value of money financial calculator, right? So you go on calculator.net, you hit the little drop down box, pick financial calculator. Once you hit that, it's going to give you a whole list of financial calculators. Pick the one that says future value. Plug in that number. Plug in 15%, plug in the next 10 years, and plug in the dollar amount you want to invest every month. And it'll tell you what your return will look like. Future value of your money, right? It's powerful, guys, at 15%. It's ridiculous. That's what the S&P did. So what does that mean? Had you been invested January 1, you'd be up 15% on your S&P 500 rocket ship. So I keep telling y'all, man, you better get invested. Get invested in something. You know, something. Do something to multiply your money. The Dow dropped 123 points, or 0.3. The S&P and NASDAQ fell 0.2 this morning and 0.1 respectively. The NASDAQ is set for a 17% first half gain because of the big run in Nvidia. So NAS gonna do 17%. S&P did 15%. Stocks were also sluggish as investors await fresh inflation data on Friday with the release of May's Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, PCE. I told y'all yesterday that's a catalyst. That thing comes in low, who knows where Nvidia is gonna go to close out the week. So that's an important report coming up on Friday, which we will cover on Friday morning on my 10 a.m. Eastern time live stream. So we'll cover that. The Federal Reserve keeps a close eye on this gauge, and investors are hopeful that the central bank will lower interest rates at some point later this year if price increases continue to moderate. They will cut in September. That's my opinion. That's my prediction. They have to. The White House will insist on it. The White House is not going into this election without a rate cut. So look for a rate cut in September, which is another good news for all of my rocket ships. Because if we get a rate cut, all of my rocket ships are better, right? Nvidia shares were flat Wednesday after climbing 7% on Tuesday. Its first positive day in 4. The artificial intelligence chip maker 3.1 trillion market value has come to dominate the cap-weighted S&P 500, and its 154% surge in 2024 has raised concerns that most other stocks are failing to participate in this year's rally. Well, they got to do better. Make more money. They can participate. It's pretty simple. Make more profit, make more money, you participate, right? The recent pullback in Nvidia and across the broader market raised speculation of whether the 2024 rally has largely run its course. The S&P is trading less than 1% where Wall Street strategists anticipate the broad market index ending the year at, according to the CNBC Market Strategy Survey. Most stocks were lower in the S&P Wednesday, but there are some positive standouts in the market. FedEx popped 12% after issuing adjusted earnings that surpassed estimates in the fiscal fourth quarter. Rivian, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Rivian Automotive soared 3.3% after Volkswagen Group said it would invest up to $5 billion in the electric vehicle company. Y'all know everything Volkswagen touches turns to gold. So if they're partnering with Rivian, look out, Tesla, at some point. Not yet. Tesla ain't got to worry about anything right now. But man, if Volkswagen get involved, because y'all know Volkswagen own everything, man. Porsche, Audi, they're a beast. The Volkswagen Group is a beast. And now they're putting $5 billion into Rivian. We'll see how that turns out. May want to put my eye on that. May want to look at Rivian a little bit to see. That might be a little bit of a play right there. In Tuesday's regular trading, both the S&P and the NASDAQ composite ended 3 days of declines, buoyed by a bounce in Nvidia shares. The 30-stock Dow was the laggard of the three major averages, sliding nearly 300 points. And what that is people rotating out of the Dow, back into what? S&P, back into NASDAQ, right? People rotate in, they rotate out, they rotate in, they rotate out, right? Because when people were rotating out of the NASDAQ last week, who got the jump? The Dow got the jump. It was up last week when both the S&P and the NAS was kind of down. Now you get the reverse. People are rotating out of the Dow and rotating back into what? NASDAQ, S&P, right? So that's what you get. Bespoke Investment Group co-founder Paul Hackey said on CNBC's Closing Bell Overtime on Tuesday, we look for the market to broaden out, but it's not necessarily a binary choice between mega caps and smaller caps, but more bias going forward to looking at these other companies in the S&P. That's nice to say. But at the end of the day, tech rules the roost. Tech is going to rule the roost, guys. The Mag 7 drives the S&P. The other 493 companies, they do okay. But really, you know who the driver is. It's tech. The S&P will go wherever tech goes. The NASDAQ will go wherever tech goes. Now, the Dow's a little different. But the S&P And the NASDAQ goes wherever tech goes, because the 7 largest companies in the S&P drive about 30 to 35% of the value of the S&P. Hell, Nvidia alone in the first 6 months of this year drove about 30% of the value in the S&P. Nvidia by itself, a third of that 15% gain is contributed to Nvidia. A third of it. Just saying. Just saying. Know where your opportunities are, guys. Know where the golden eggs are, right? Of course, we never put all our eggs in one basket. No, we don't do that. But know where the big rocket ships are. And like I said, if you're looking for somewhere to house your rocket ships, think about Moomoo. That's where I house my rocket ships, right? I house all of my rocket ships on the Nvidia brokerage app. If you want to keep your investments on the Nvidia brokerage app, you want to buy your investments and house them there. Hey, Nvidia has a wonderful, Moomoo has a wonderful offer for you. Just go down to the description box, click on the Moomoo link, and check out those. Check out that offer where you get the 5 free stocks for $100 into your brokerage account. You get 15 free stocks for $1,000 in your brokerage account. And of course, then you're ready to buy your paper assets and keep your rocket ships right there on the Moomoo brokerage app until you're ready to launch them. And I'll send you some free tutorial videos done by the good folks at Moomoo. All you got to do is send me an email to through my website, www.richardfain.net. Send me an email. Let me know you opened the Moomoo account and you want those tutorial videos, and I'll send them to you because they'll help you learn how to use the brokerage app. And remember, you got fractional share trading and you got automatic reinvestment of your dividends from whatever investment you're buying if they offer a dividend, which is powerful, right? That means you don't have to manually do it. It automatically does it for you, which is a game-changing feature, right, for a self-directed brokerage app. So you got the fractional share trading and you got the reinvestment of dividends. Plus, you also have automatic investing. So 3 of them. You got automatic investing, fractional share trading, and automatic reinvestment of your dividends. 3 huge features offered on the Moomoo brokerage app. So click on that Moomoo brokerage app down in the description box. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. And of course, if you want to be a part of my private mentorship club, you can do that through my website as well. Right now, we got almost 700 people in there that are all marching in the same direction, which is financial freedom. And we help one another. We encourage one another. We have a safe space over there where no one's going to try to belittle you if you don't have a lot of knowledge about investments. We got people on all sides of the spectrum, beginners all the way up to people that have been doing it for a long time and do well at it. So we got people all in between. The good news is it's a safe space. It's a safe financial community for you. There's nobody over there trying to sell you nothing. I ain't over there trying to sell you no courses. I ain't over there trying to sell you nothing. Nothing. I don't try to sell nothing over there, right? Where I do my business is on my YouTube channel. This is where my business exists. This is where anything that I'm trying to get y'all to try out, or this is where I do it, is on my YouTube channel. I don't do it over there in the mentorship club, and people will tell you that. I don't try to sell nobody nothing over there, and ain't nobody else trying to sell nobody nothing. That's about a safe space where people can get around other people who want to try to get to their financial freedom. They share best practices. We do live streams where we do Q&As. I post a lot on there about articles that I've read that I think are helpful for you to read to get to your financial freedom. I post videos by other YouTube creators and that I respect and trust with my audience. I don't put everybody over there, guys. If you see a YouTube video on my platform, you better believe it's a creator that I trust and I rock with. Ain't many of them. And I don't got nothing against other creators. I just know teachers. I find creators that are teachers. And I put them on there when there's something real powerful, I think that has moved my financial life. I share it with my audience over on the club side. So it's a safe space, guys. You certainly don't have to join, but if you want to be a part of that financial community where you have a safe space, no one's going to try to sell you nothing. No one's going to be doing nothing crazy over there. It's a safe space. Check it out through the website. Second link down in the description box. Well, appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to get on out of here. I'll be back later today. Well, not today, but this evening. I think I'm going to go 6 o'clock. I may do a 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock live stream. I'm not sure yet, but it will be a second live stream because I want to talk to y'all about Chipotle. I'm just trying to see what Chipotle does today. And once I make my investment in it, I'll talk about that this early evening, whether it be 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock. I'll let you guys know. Just stay tuned to the channel, but we will be coming back. It'll probably be 6 o'clock though. It'll probably be 6 o'clock. So we'll talk about Chipotle and I'll kind of lay out what my investment was in Chipotle if I decide to make it today. I'm just trying to see what the stock is going to do before I, dive in. So it may be today, it may be tomorrow, but it will be an investment in Chipotle since they did their 50-to-1 split. So we're going to talk through that and talk about what the experts are saying, because that's what I like to try to dig into. I want to see what the experts are saying because I want to kind of get some type of time frame on when I can see a return on my investment. Ain't no sense of me putting my money in Chipotle and it's going to sit there at $62 a share for the next 2 years. I don't need that. I can put my money in the video. I don't need to be putting my money into something that they ain't going to grow it right now. I need it to grow right now. I don't need no 3 years from now. I needed to start growing right now. I needed to start getting $65 a share, $70 a share, $80. That's what I need. So I need to get more insight from the experts to see what they think it will be before this thing really takes off. And then that will predicate when I make the investment, right? I don't want to make the investment when all I can do is just take that money and put it in the video and boom. Rocket ship. I don't want to put it in a non-rocket ship. And I'm not saying Chipotle won't be, but it's a 50-to-1 split. So it went from $3,000 a share to what? 60 something? 60, 62, 64? That's huge. That's huge. So I don't know how fast they can get back up when you do that type of a split. I mean, you're talking about a 50-to-1 split. I mean, you're talking about... Woo! So I don't know. Let me look at that, but we're going to talk about it this afternoon. So if you want to be a part of that conversation, certainly get yourself available around 6 p.m. Eastern time today, and we'll have that conversation along with some more stuff about what's happening in the market. And then, of course, on Friday, we're going to dedicate the morning live stream to talking about the PCE inflation report, because that's big news. So we're going to spend that whole time talking about that and then how that report will affect our rocket ships, right? Because it will, albeit temporary, it will affect, whether it's good or bad. The rocket ships, our investments, will be affected on Friday. Either they're going to be affected good or they're going to be affected bad, depending upon the report. So we need to shoot through that and talk about that, and we'll dedicate Friday morning to doing that. So whole point here, guys, is to give you information that I'm using to get to my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And hopefully you take some of this information and it helps you figure out what you need to do, right? That's the whole key. You got to figure out what you need to do. I got to figure out what I need to do. And my goal here is to share with you what I think. I'm not an expert. I'm not some guy that has any degrees or anything like that when it comes to stock market or CPA, none of that. But guess what? I don't have to be, right? I don't have to be. You don't have to be. It's nice to have that, but you don't really need that to build wealth. You need to be able to find a blueprint that works, and then you got to just consistently follow it. Discipline yourself, have consistency, and have patience. Just find your blueprint and just follow it. Right? That's all you got to do. You don't got to be an expert. You just got to have the blueprint and follow it. Our problem is we have a problem with following stuff. We have a problem with following stuff. So as long as you can follow it, you'll be good. Well, appreciate y'all, man. Lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of here. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. It's been amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you are not on the ground looking at the rocket ships getting ready to take off. Hopefully you've reserved your seat on the rocket ship. Hopefully you have. Hopefully you have reserved your seat on the rocket ship. I've tried to give you some opinions on one rocket ship this morning. The opinions on this rocket ship are starting to get better, guys. Now you got two people saying $200 a share, two analysts. I've already told you, if Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP, Citi, Goldman, UBS, if any of those people come out, man, and give this thing a $200 share price target, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. So position yourself. All I'm telling you, just position yourself. Be prepared. Be prepared, right? Be prepared. I've given you the 7 reasons why this company is insulated. It has a moat around the Nvidia castle, the Nvidia kingdom. 7 reasons why nobody can touch them right now. I've given you those 7 reasons. Whether you agree with them or not is on you. I tend to agree with all 7. I tend to agree with all 7. So get down to the description box. Certainly give me a follow on Instagram, guys. If you want to keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube, there's a link down in the description box for my Instagram account. It's Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link. Click on it. Give me a follow on Instagram and then send me a DM to let me know you're rocking with me, and so I can say thank you. Also, don't forget about the website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Go check out those wonderful digital products that were handpicked by me and see if anything's there that can help you collapse time frames and get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And then while you're there, consider joining the private mentorship club. That would be awesome to have you over there with us to help you get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And then, of course, last but not least, consider signing up for Moo, getting those 5 free stocks with your first $100 deposit, getting up to 15 free stocks, not up to, get 15 free stocks with a $1,000 deposit, and get yourself off of the ground and on the rocket ship, right? So that you can get to wherever you need to get to when it comes to your financial freedom, guys. Please do something. This is a great opportunity. Don't miss it. And the Moo brokerage app can help you do that by giving you a really good, solid, dependable platform to be able to buy your paper assets. Fractional share trading, automatic investing, and automatic reinvestment of your dividends. 3 features that are incredible, and they're free. So check it out, man. Down in the description box. Thank you, guys. See you later on this early evening. If you have an opportunity to stop by, we'll be talking about Chipotle. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy. Get wealthy. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.